Well, I've looked at the history and the background of the pho. Now it's time for me to cook that dish. And helping me through that process is Chef Duc from the very popular Pho 24. Chef Duc, thank you for coming. And helping me with the translation of the recipe and the cooking process is Miss Trang.
Yeah, nice.
Hello, Miss Trang. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Let's get down to cooking the pho. Chef Duc, tell me what ingredients we have.
5 kg,
5 kg.
2 kg, tái.
So we're going to make a beef pho.
The other ingredients to be added are white radish, onions, shallots, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, star anise, salt, sugar, and fish sauce. The ingredients used to enhance the pho are these leafy herbs, and then of course there are the noodles.
So Chef Duc, we are going to start preparing the meat now.
And I think I better move over there.
The chef first puts the marrow bones into the pot.
Our marrow bones have been soaking for the last 10 minutes and now they have been ready and prepped to go into the bowl so that they can be washed.
Next, he puts the beef flank into the boiling water.
So it's been 5 minutes and our beef flank has been sitting in the boiling pot of water and it is now ready to come out. Let's have a look. Now we're going to have to wash the beef flank and take out all the excess oil that's on top of it and make sure the water is nice and clear, and that's when we know that the beef is good to go.
The next step is to grill the onions, shallots, and ginger on medium heat till they are browned.
Now it's time for us to prep the spices with a small little piece of cinnamon, about 4 pieces of star anise, got a teaspoon of cloves going in, and 1 cardamom. Now he's going to actually just stir fry it without oil, dry. And how do we know when it's prepared? Well, we get the wafting aroma of that spices coming out, and that's when you know it's done. So he's peeling off the skin. Right. So all the vegetables that we grilled earlier are ready, the ginger, the shallots, the onion, and also the peeled white radish.
Yes.
So what do we do with these now?
Now we put all of the ingredients, ginger, shallot, and onion into this
strainer bag.
Yes.
Right. So the spices are also going into the bag. And this will be then tied up, nice and secure, and then left inside the broth to soak.
Yes.
And how long will we leave this inside?
For almost 5 hours.
5 hours, wow.
First, he puts in the bone marrow. And then in goes the beef flank.
So Chef Duc is using the ladle and actually skimming the surface of the broth and taking out all the oil because they want a very nice, lean, clean broth for the pho.
It is at this point that the spice bag and the radish go in.
After putting the ingredient, the spices and the white radish in, we lower the fire. Otherwise, this one will make the color of the broth look dark.
Nếu các bạn hạ lửa nhỏ thì cho cái cục, cho nước, thứ nhất là nước nó trong, thứ hai là cho cái cục thịt á, cho nó chín, cho nó mềm.
So the meat's been boiling in the broth the last 5 hours. We took a short break, well, quite a long break actually in between. And now it's time to check and see how the meat and the broth are turning out.
So now we take it out and leave it there for a while to get cool. Now he will take out all of the marrow bone one by one. Now Chef Duc is going to add salt, sugar, and fish sauce.
How much of the salt are you putting in?
Muối các bạn chừng đâu 10 muỗng nhỏ.
So 5 tablespoons of fish sauce. And this is a very traditional type of Vietnamese fish sauce. So now he's stirring in the salt and the sugar and the fish sauce so that it mixes really well. We got the beef broth ready. Now what Chef Duc is actually doing is cutting against the parallel shreds that you get, the lines of the beef, so that it doesn't start breaking apart. Once he's done, the beef has cooled down, this is what you get. So the color has changed as well. Now we move on to the beef fillet. So Chef Duc has actually taken the beef fillet and sliced it into really thin slices. And this is the end result that you get.
Chef Duc is now going to chop all the remaining vegetables.
So we got a mixture of the vegetables. It almost looks like a little salad here. And that's going to accompany the pho and be put on a side plate. And there's no real proportion to this. You take how much ever you want according to your own palate and taste.
Now you choose a small portion of noodle and put into the ladle. And you use the water of the noodle to make the bowl hot also. Otherwise the bowl is cold, right? And then you put a small portion of each type of meat.
And the fillet is actually served raw.
Yes.
It just depends on what proportion that you want, but it all looks very yummy at this point. Some pepper, and it's done.
Yeah.
Voila!
Wow.
Here is this beef pho noodles. I'm gonna dig right into this very traditional, authentic pho. That is some really good pho. Chef Duc, thank you so much for teaching me how to cook the pho.
I hope my pho will be as good as his.